as Child Protective Investigators, we will conduct ourselves with integrity, truthfulness, fairness, honesty, and respect for others. We will not act in any manner that discredits the Sheriff's Office. We recognize our responsibility to always do what is right. We agree to adhere to ethical principles that reflect the high standards of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and accept responsibility for our conduct and behavior.
Good morning. On behalf of Sheriff Chronister and the entire Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, I would like to welcome all of you to this morning's graduation ceremony of Child Protective Investigator Trainee Class 1804. I am Vincent Giovenco, one of the lieutenants for the Child Protective Investigations Division, and it is my pleasure to serve as the Master of Ceremonies. Today we recognize the accomplishment of the members of this class. The dedication and perseverance each one has demonstrated through the past weeks are testaments to their unwavering desire to become child protective investigators. They are the future of what we believe is the finest child protective investigations program in the state. Before we go any further, I would like to take a moment to welcome the families and friends of our new CPIs. You are the support structure that will give them the strength to meet the demands of the profession. For that, we thank you and are grateful that you are able to celebrate this moment with us today. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize Sheriff Chad Chronister, Chief Deputy Donald Lazinski, and Colonel Jim Bradford. Colonel Bradford is the commander of the Department of Investigative Services. He brings support, commitment, and guidance to our division. The success he attained in his previous CPID assignment is a benefit to our division. Also in attendance is our executive command staff seated in the first row. On November 5th, 2018, Class 1804 started their journey to become child protective investigators. They have grown as a team and passed the first two hurdles in their aim to become certified as CPIs. Those hurdles were the completion of the 9-week classroom training and successfully passing the state-mandated certification exam. They will continue on with an additional 12 weeks of structured field training, and upon successful completion, each of these graduates will be fully certified in a year. The role of a child protective investigator is probably the most challenging and difficult position within this organization and throughout the country. A child protective investigator can have a profound effect on the life of a child. Contact with a child can range from a simple interview to the removal of that child from their family. Most of the investigations we're involved in are not found to have any abuse or neglect, while others are more serious and may end up on the evening news. No matter what the case, the class members before you will have a great impact on the community they serve. The graduates in this class must remember they not only represent themselves and the division, but nearly 4,000 members of this agency. They are now part of an organization that has a 170-year tradition of excellence many have worked hard to establish. The members of this class also share common traits: integrity, service, fairness, equity, and commitment to quality. These traits are the core values of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. In order for our training program to be successful, it is imperative that we have talented men and women from within the ranks of the Sheriff's Office to carry out our training mission. Each one possesses the required knowledge, skills, and abilities, but perhaps more importantly, they are devoted to promoting the vision, mission, and core values of this office. We owe a deep debt of gratitude to our training staff, adjunct instructors, field training instructors and supervisors, and members of the division who have made and will continue to make the training of these graduates a success. Their combined efforts have been vital to the successful development of this class. Collectively, they have dedicated countless hours to ensure the graduates before you are prepared for the enormous responsibilities that lie ahead of them. Would all members of the division involved in the training process, no matter what the function, please stand and be recognized for your efforts. To date, members of this class have received extensive instruction in all critical areas of child protective investigations. As they conclude their training, we present awards in 2 cases. I will now invite General Manager Debbie Allen Johnson to come forward and announce the awards for academic excellence and outstanding performance. The awards will be presented by Sheriff Chad Chronister.
Good morning. The Academic Excellence Award is presented to the CPI trainee who scored the highest on their state examination. The examination tests the trainee's knowledge of child safety, safety methodology, and legal guidelines. Their class had a trainee who achieved a score of 97%. For Class 1804, the Academic Excellence Award goes to CPIT Nicole Wagger. The class coordinator could not effectively do their job without the assistance of the trainee that relays information to the class, passes down orders, and maintains class discipline in the absence of the class coordinator. The trainee was chosen to be the class president during the first 2 weeks of training. The class president is chosen for their maturity, leadership qualities, and keeps a position only through continued success. Class 1804's president has excelled in this regard. It is my honor to present the Outstanding Performance Award to 1804's class president, CPIT Amber Crosby.
It is now my distinct honor to administer the CPI Oath of Honor. Will the members of Class 1804 please rise, raise your right hands, and repeat after me. I solemnly pledge that I will never betray.
I solemnly pledge that I will never betray.
My oath, my integrity.
My oath, my integrity.
My character or the public trust.
My character or the public trust.
I will always have the courage.
I will always have the courage.
To hold myself and others.
To hold myself and others.
Accountable for our actions.
Accountable for our actions.
I will always uphold the Constitution.
I will always uphold the Constitution.
And the community I serve.
And the community I serve.
I would like to invite Colonel Bradford, Colonel Robinson, Colonel Poore, Colonel Bunton, and Colonel Dominguez to the front. And Chief Deputy Donna Lazinski. Amber Crosby. Carissa Doig. Matthew Fisher. Danielle Gibson. Nikki Giovenco. I know how to pronounce her name. Lysandra Scott. Caitlin Singleton. Nicole Wagger. Thank you, Colonels and Chief Deputy Lazinski. At this time, Sheriff Chronister would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Lieutenant Giovenco. It's not wise or smart why I'm handing out some wisdom today to ever forget the Chief Deputy. That is a bad thing. But let me thank everyone for being here today. Our command staff, some of them that are here, our Chief Deputy. We always stand here whenever we're able to come to the graduations, we stand here in awe. And I mean that we stand in awe because of what Child Protective Services does for this community. I look at all the members, your co-workers now that are here. They're excited that you're here. Yes, they made it tough on you. Yes, they made you to study a lot. I mean, think about that. You were able to recite, when you first came here, the mission statement. I can barely remember what I had for breakfast, and you guys spit that out like it was nothing. But it only reassures all of us that we hired the right people. And what does that mean? What does that mean when you say you hired the right people? People that have the fortitude. This is a hard job. They're going to see things that nobody should see. Does anyone ever call? Does anyone ever excited to see Child Protective investigators show up? Maybe the people who called. Other than that, even if it's a good thing, they're never excited. Everyone always is sad, upset. You get to see the worst in people. And they might not be bad people, but you get to see the worst in people. But you've chosen a profession that sometimes is thankfulest, but it's an honorable profession, and we appreciate it. We stand in awe of what you guys will do for this community. This community, this agency got better with the addition of our newest employees, and we're excited that they're here. So let me be the first to speak on behalf of all of us. Thank you. Thank you for making a difficult choice and coming here and wanting to make this community better. You know, everyone always talks about they're going to make the community better. Who's they? Does somebody have a hotline number that we can call they? You know, it's the people in this room, the people beyond, the other 3,500 employees here. We're going to make it better. We'll work more closely with the community and make sure that we have a better, safer community for everyone, including our children who don't have a voice. We're going to make sure that they do so. Let me thank you in advance on behalf of our Chief Deputy Don Lazinski, the colonels, and the rest of the command staff that were able to be here, and your co-workers. Thank you for what you do. We're excited about the impact you're going to have moving forward. Congratulations. This is your day. Yes, parents, loved ones, family, this is now time for you to take them to lunch and spoil them rotten for a few days. But keep an eye on them. Make sure that they're surrounded by plenty of love so when they do come home, they know what true love looks like. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you.
At this time, graduate Amber Crosby will make remarks on behalf of the class.
Good morning, everyone. I'm incredibly happy to see you all on this special occasion, and I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to share it with us. I would like to take a moment to thank Sheriff Chronister, Chief Deputy Lazinski, Colonel Bradford, Major Esquinaldo, Lieutenant Giovenco, Lieutenant Melina Dirth, General Manager Debbie Allen Johnson, CPIS Jennifer Campbell, Colonels, Sergeants, CPIs, and other staff for making us feel a part of the HCSO family and for making our transition into CPID as smooth as possible. I would especially like to thank CPI Elizabeth Miranda for guiding us through this process. You are a saint for putting up with this rowdy bunch for the past 2.5 months. We have asked you a million questions, debated many topics, and you have handled us with such grace. We couldn't have asked for a better trainer, even though you don't share our same love for dogs. Just kidding. You have been such a joy to be around, and you have truly made this process so much easier for us. Also, a special thank you to Linda Moreno for helping us to perfect the honor code, become Santa's elves for Christmas, and for giving us the confidence we needed to move forward in this process. You truly are a queen. When I started the hiring process with the Sheriff's Office, I was faced with many questions and comments from my peers, such as, "Are you sure you want to take on a career like that? I could never do that. Are you sure you can handle it?" Sure, I knew it would be hard, demanding, devastating at times, and sometimes even rewarding. But what I have truly come to realize is the little things that make this career so special. Why, as child protective investigators, do we do what we do? We do it for the little boy who is so thrilled to have his very own toothbrush for the first time ever. For the toddler who was able to lay on a clean sofa with a warm blanket, enjoying Finding Nemo. For the young boy who is so thankful just to have some warm mac and cheese in his belly. And for the little girl who no longer has to live her every day in fear. That's why we do it. As child protective investigators, we will face many challenges such as deadlines, a heavy caseload, and some of the worst sides of human nature one could ever face. We will laugh, cry, and just downright be angry at the world. But if we can change that one life, it's all worth it. Some may call us crazy for taking on this line of work. We see it as a calling to step in when nobody else will, to help the most vulnerable. We're all in this together, and I can absolutely say that we have become family, a family with many different personalities and beliefs, but I can safely say that we all have the same intentions, to show up every day to hopefully change that one child's life. I feel much more confident moving forward with this process, knowing that I have you all to lean on. Lysandra, you have the strength of a lion, and we can all tell how amazing of a mother you are to your daughter. That will definitely be helpful in this career. Danielle, you have a heart of gold, and you want the best for everyone. Your empathy for others will take you so far. Matt, you have so much patience dealing with all of us women. But seriously, thank you for all of your advice and wisdom throughout this whole process, and for all the random remarks you make that end up cracking us up. Caitlin, you are so unique, genuine, and an incredibly kind human being, and I know the families will enjoy your presence, even though they really don't enjoy us at all. Carissa, your ability to make us laugh and keep the mood light has really helped over the past couple of months. Your ability to make anyone in the room feel special is a one-of-a-kind trait. Nikki, it has been so much fun getting to know you over the past few months. You have the loveliest personality, and I know you will be a success in this career. And last but of course not least, Nicole, you are an extremely hard worker. I adore your ability to tell stories, and I truly admire you in so many ways. I still find it hard to believe that I'm standing here today along with my classmates, considering the hiring process took some of us a good year. But we finally made it, and it was so worth it. All of us are itching to get out into the field to put our knowledge to the test. We've spent countless hours studying for the state exam, touring facilities such as DACO and Mary Lee's house, shadowing in the field, working on FFAs and cases, and preparing ourselves for the next step. We know the road ahead will not be easy, but we are prepared. And I have no doubt that with all of the life experiences we each bring to the table, the job at hand will be done to the best of our abilities. The Child Protective Investigations Division is a place I have aspired to be for a long time now, and I can personally say that I am honored and blessed to be standing here with these wonderful people beside me, and we are so proud to say that we are a part of the prestigious Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. I would like to leave you with a quote by Nobel Peace Prize winner Malala Yousafzai, in which I feel truly encompasses our mission of child safety and well-being. To every child, I dream of a world where you can laugh, sing, dance, learn, live in peace, and be happy. And with that, I want to thank you all for trusting us with this responsibility. We will do you proud. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you Hillsborough County's newest child protective investigators.